Tell me about the story of St. Augustine's. The fact that you nearly missed out, even though you were given admission, but the last ditch plea of your mom got you back into school.
Who's been talking to you about it? Well, you know, well, I passed the common entrance in Sehibokwai, and by some luck or coincidence, I'm selected to go to St. Augustine's. My father, the Amihere, somehow didn't fancy secondary education. He thought I should go to a training college.
Okay.
You know,
you could do that those times?
Well, and that was free.
Okay.
But in secondary school, you have to pay something. You know. And for some strange reason, this father who believed in education, you know, was not buying into me going to a secondary school. You know, so he was not paying the admission fees in those days. And my mother, who was not literate or educated, you know, I don't think he appreciated what it was to get admission to Augustine's. I had to beg, plead, get friends to go and talk to her, you know, and she was adamant. I don't think she saw the big picture. Somehow, somebody died and they were going to bury the person in Nzima.
Okay.
And at the station, I told her that, well, this is my chance, so if you don't give the money. So right at the station, he told me that go to my bedroom, there's something hiding somewhere, there'll be money inside, take the £10 and go and pay your, it was £1 sterling, okay, and pay your admission fee. When I went, it was about £20, so I took about £15, paid the £10 and, you know,
use the £5.
No, I used it to celebrate as it were with my friends. Yeah, so that's how eventually, you know. Then I had a senior brother who, when my mother informed him about my admission, sent my mother back to process my admission. But by that time, I had already been admitted, and I was about to be on my way to Cape Coast.
I'm sure it was fun then, being in secondary school.
Well, it could be, and you know, for me it was a different experience. That was the first time I saw the sea. I never seen the sea. I never sat in a train, you know. So even the journey to Augustine's Cape Coast was great. And you know, surprisingly, and maybe this when we are interviewing, is a time to mention it. When I got to Augustine's, the very first night, you were about 6 boys from Sehibokwai. And those were the days when there was homoing. You know homoing?
Yes. Greenhorn.
Yeah, the first person to homo me was Tony Akuto Ampao.
The famous
the celebrated lawyer. He was then we call him. No. I mean, I think if I mention his name, he would homo me again. After all this year, so I won't dare. You know, now he says it's called Shishi, but he had another name.
Tell me about it.
No, I won't mention it. Hey, once a senior, I fear him.
Always a senior.
After all these years, you know. But what is great is that he was the first to homo me. Of course, we became friends and comrades.
What exactly did he do to you?
Oh, it was friendly homing. Very friendly, you know.
Okay.
You were about 7. He had a friend called Billy Bones. I can mention his name. And he had a more outrageous name.
Which was?
I can't mention it. I will try with contempt of seniority. You know.
My goodness.
So the joke one that is, then one will say in a baritone voice, then you have to mention where you came from. And this guy had how do you call those words? That shrill voice over here. So you know, he went on like that. So that's a contemporary for you. So I'm very grateful for his mentorship, and I'm proud of his achievement as a legal person and as an activist for human rights. And I think today or yesterday is a day to celebrate him for his performance at the court.
So after the homoing, you became friends?
Oh, we are the best of friends. We used to play football together at Legon, and I tell him that I could play better than him, but he's a fantastic sports person.
Okay.
He's an athlete. He plays football, and he's a man of all.
Jack of all trades.
All trades, you know. Yeah.
But St. Augustine's must have been fun, because I know your two boys also attended St. Augustine's, and I know all the St. Augustine's people I know, they say you must attend, you must be an Absunian. There must be a reason for that.
Well, I want to be charitable to Cape Coast and generous to all the good schools in Cape Coast. But I think Cape Coast is a great place to have secondary education. You know, it's a mix of people from all parts of the country. The boarding system allowed people from all walks of life, backgrounds to mingle in that port. And then being in Cape Coast, where you had fans from Adisadal, Ghana National, and the girls' schools, you mixed outside your narrow confines of other Adi school or girls' school. But if I want to talk about our girls' school, I think it's a great school in the sense that the values that the school taught us was to work hard at whatever you choose to do. It taught us to be humble. It taught us to even to be patriotic, because if you know the history of Ghana's independence, the bulk of students who went onto the streets to support Kwame Nkrumah were from Augustines. The three of the tutors who lost their jobs for supporting the 1948 route were from Augustines. Yeah. So the day you arrive there, you get this kind of injection of patriotism, and I think I can mention a couple of Augustinians who have served this country very well, and they can trace whatever the service they give to from that school by the beach, the college by the beach.
And I always hear them say, once an Absunian, always an Absunian, right?
I guess so.